I hate that I was not awake for this. But I wake up to peak. I wake up to... We are so back. I'm going crazy. They call me crazy. I am crazy. But it's okay. Because I'm still right. I'm always right. We have peak. We're so back. We're so back. Oh. I'm going insane. Actually insane. I had to find a re-uploader. Literal peak! Cinema! We have peaked. As I've been saying, screw all other characters. I hate how this is zoomed in. God damn it. Also, music goes hard. I need this shit playing at all times. The gang's all here. Yes, I get it. We have Gilgamesh, right? Gilgamesh for those who actually played it. This right here, my girl Saber. I'm very glad it's a completely different design. I think that's sick that they're going the extra mile for this, right? And then same thing for Archer. He's looking tripped out, bro. First quantum male, by the way, and he's free, which is gonna be fucking sick, bro. This looks like the real anniversary. I'll tell you that, right? This right here, this is the real anniversary. I don't know why the hell we got 3.2 the way it is. Shit, all of the 3.x cycle is the way it is. This is the real content right here. They're finally cooking. Everything else, baby stuff. All right. This right here is the real content, right? There also is some important messages about this I do want to go over. But this is just so peak. There's also a new Honkai game. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of looks like Firefly and then Blade. Is that Silverwolf? There's a new Honkai game with Pokemon. Pokemon. In case y'all, are not aware, right? I thought I just mentioned that. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We're here for the peak, which is Saber and Archer. Absolute peak. Literally could. Okay, now hold on. Wrong tab. Actual peak. I don't care about this re-uploader, bro. Wait. Okay. Theater reaction? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's gonna go crazy. Everybody's gonna go crazy, bro. That's just how it is. It's literal peak. It's literal peak. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. If you deny it, you're delusional. Get out of here. It's that. What the hell is that? I don't care about that game. That game sucks. Anyways, we have literal peak here. Where's the screenshot? I swear to God, it showed their elements. Not important. It's right here. My bad. Yeah. So we have a wind destruction character, which, in case you don't know, you haven't watched the show or you don't know anything about Atoria, her entire shtick is wind. So if anybody's like, wait a minute, that was a massive yellow explosion. No, she's not imaginary. She was never going to be imaginary. If you thought that, you are delusional. Her entire shtick is wind. Okay? I'm definitely not referencing any conversation I've had with somebody whenever I say this, okay? Just saying. Anyways, she's peak. In case you don't know who Atoria is, I will do a follow-up video. To be honest, I should have already worked on it. But basically, this is Alexander the Great if he was a woman. I'm kidding. That was a joke. That's a joke. No, so like it's a Toria Pendragon, so obviously it's based on the Sword and Stone, right? Instead of Arthur, it's a Toria because it's a woman, right? Makes sense. But yeah, her sword is Excalibur, and that's pretty much it. I'll obviously go into more detail since I am a person that has watched Fate, but just to give you a rough idea, right? Excalibur, Sword in the Stone, hero of legend, right? Makes perfect sense. I am curious why it seems there's Robin and Aventurine behind her. I guess we're going to be in Penacony. Maybe. I really don't know. Is this supposed to be Sam? This looks like Penacony. Which would kind of make sense for a crossover location because it's dreams. So like, I dreamt of Saber. That's weird. But you know, it'd be like that. That's that. And then of course we have Mr. Unlimited Blade Works himself here. The reason that this version of Fate is called Unlimited Blade Works because of him, right? It's his territory skill, if you will, his domain expansion. I wonder if they're going to include that into his kit, because Castorice is the first character with a territory skill, like a domain, and so I'm wondering if they're going to include that into his kit, right? Which will really only conflict with those two characters, so like you can't use those two characters together. But we'll see what happens. New Honkai game. Again, this kind of looks like Aventurines, kind of looks like Blade. That's, I think, a Pokemon. This is like Firefly. That looks like Silverwolf. I really don't know. These are just silhouettes. It really means nothing. Nobody cares, though. But yes, the important information that we're actually here for. Starting from noon, July server time, Trailblazers can start special passes to participate in the collaboration event and obtain a limited 5-star collaboration character, Saber Wind Destruction. Yep. I will say it's kind of funny that I'll have to pull up a chart for it. But Blade is getting updated the same update as, yeah, so it's right here, July 11th, right? Blade is so Jingliu, Blade, Silverwolf, and Kafka are all getting updated in 3.4. But guess what? Blade is also Wind Destruction. So bro's gonna get buffed just to be kicked in the balls like 20 times by the infinitely more hype release. That gotta be the funniest shit of all time. And listen, it's a collab character. It's Saber. We already know this shit's gonna be OP. For anybody worried about power creep, you're gonna start crying. I'm gonna just say it right now. You're gonna be fucking crying. Hoyoverse has not done collabs in years. And there's no way they're not gonna make this the most hype thing I would say Hoyoverse has ever done. Not in an insane update. Okay? So if you're hoping for Blade buffs, you're hoping for no power creep, you're gonna fucking hate Honkai Star Rail, okay? I'm gonna say it right now. Now I could be wrong. But I highly doubt I will be. Alright, just saying. So yeah, they'll participate in the collaboration event and obtain limited 5-star characters, Saber, Wind Destruction, and Archer Quantum Hunt. This collaboration warp will be available for over a long period of time. Don't know what that time is, but as per what I pulled up, right? The collab was slated for Q3. This is Q3. And this is the estimated dates for the updates, right? So in case you're at all confused, but when it's going to show up, well, it's currently May 3rd. So we have to wait 2 months before we actually get this collab, unfortunately. But it's going to be hype. It's going to be up for a while, so you've got plenty of time. Now, there is some stipulations that we got to point out, and that's why I'm doing this. The cumulative warp count for this collaboration warp is calculated independently of other warp types, the character event warp. Please stay tuned for future official announcements or more details about the warp details and the event rules. Yeah, so it seems that your pity is going to be separate than the regular banner. I know some people are going to be upset about that, but this is why they told us way in advance, right? And why you should have planned around the information, because we were told over a year in advance, right? That there was going to be a collab. It was very obvious. It's very obvious that there's going to be characters in collab stuff when gacha companies plan it, announce it so far in advance, right? And so people should be preparing for this. I have 250 summons right now or something like that. I'm close to that amount. But yeah, you guys should have been ready. Should have been ready for something. That's all I'm saying. So you can start getting ready now, but you only got 2 months. That ain't a lot of time to get pulls. It's not. That's at like the very least, if you save everything, like 150, depending on how much the update gives you. But that's like that's definitely something that people should have been aware of, right? That there was probably going to be some system that is separate. And I say system that's separate because like oftentimes that's what happens with collabs. They have unique mechanics, whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? Like something there that you could have planned for. I'm literally getting it as a like banner ad on the on Hoyo. Oh my god! This was what I was pulling up. Literal peak. Is this the preview? Oh, sorry. I gotta watch it like 50 more times because it's just so peak. This is just so peak, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wait a minute, I just realized something. In the splash art, the full splash art, this is the Holy Grail, no? Wait, I'm only now realizing this. Okay, people won't get it unless you watch Fate, especially why this is so hype. So, in the Fates... Wait, that's a spoiler. Okay. I can't spoil it, but there's a connection with Atoria and the Holy Grail and the Stay Night timeline. God damn it. Okay, whatever. That's an important thing that they put there. Oh, it's Boot Hill. Wait a minute. Aventurine, Robin, Jade in the corner. You guys can't see it. I'll have to hide my thing. Jade down here in the corner. This is Boot Hill. This is the shareholder, and I think that's just a random NPC. Yeah, interesting. Mr. Unlimited Blade works himself. By the way, for anybody else that's like, wait, Archer's a hunt character? What the hell? He uses a bow like throughout the entire show. He was gonna be hunt. Bow equal hunt, guys. It's that simple. I know March is like dual blades, and so is Fei Xiao. But Fei Xiao does, you know, canonically use the bow and whatnot. I'm just saying. Yeah, finally a Quantum has Bondo. Yeah, true. That's I don't know if I already mentioned that. I'm going a little bit insane, but this is literal peak. Literal peak. That's all that matters. Holy shit, bro. I'm gonna go insane. Special collaboration warp. Please tell me that they're not like on the same banner. I kind of want it to be separate banners. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So from July 11th until the end of 3.6, does that match with this timeline? Oh, it actually goes a bit longer. Okay. Log into the game to claim Archer Quantum Hunt for free. In the Planet of Dreams complete to gain the Holy Grail, which can realize all dreams and summon historical celebrities as servants. Oh my god. It's literally fate. The first Pinaconian Holy Grail War is about to begin. That's funny. That's so funny. That's actually just so funny. That's so funny. This is a reference to the actual show. But yeah, from July 11th, the Fate Stay Night event begins. Summon heroic experience to use command seals, and wield noble phantasms, and to try to defeat different classes to win strategic battles. That is just so fucking funny. That they're doing a themed event around it as well. Holy shit. That's crazy. The Pinaconian Holy Grail War. Yeah, that's a in case like I gotta do that Fate video. You're competing for this thing that's behind SABER. And in case this is another, okay, dude, this is for a separate video. There's a whole thing with Fate where there's 7 different classes by the way, in the regular version. There's some extra classes if you go into the extended stuff. there's 7 classes. Saber is the Saber class. That's why she's called Saber. She's supposed to be like the head, not the head, like the best class because it is Saber class, right? And so you would gather your servants, which are based on people from legend. It's not just like it says holy heroic spirit. It's not just people like, you know, Atoria, right? It can also be like Shakespeare. Or in one of them I think it was just some like random murderer. Oh, it was they put Jack the Ripper. Sorry, not random, but they put Jack the Ripper as a lolly. I'm not even kidding you. Fate is weird like that, but trust me, like it makes more sense if you actually watch the show. I'll put a link to a watch order guide down below if anyone is interested. But yeah, this is the main thing I'm here for, just gushing over Saber, who the design looks very different than regular Saber. You know, this is what regular Saber looks like. Let me blow this up a little bit so you guys can see. Oh my god. Anyways, this is what regular Saber looks like inside of Unlimited Blade Works, and this is the version that we're getting. While I do love the Unlimited Blade Works look, I think this is peak. She is slaying right now, bro. I'm so glad they went with a unique, I don't know if it's a unique design, to be fair. I don't know everything about Fate. But I'm so glad they went with a, you know, special design for Star Rail. The sword does look a bit different as well. I know there's like different versions of Excalibur inside of Fate, but yeah. Oh wait, I just realized they put the sword inside the B. That's pretty cool. And yeah, that's the command seal right there. That was on, I believe, for Rin's hand later in the show. That's a spoiler. I'm not sorry about that one. The design looks peak. Very happy with that. And then same thing with Archer. Archer is over here slaying out. He looks different as well. He looks really cool. I'm glad they also gave him a glow up. I think this looks better than his regular fit, to be fair. And then of course there's the, you know, free claim thing for a couple of updates. God, this is so peak, bro. I'm actually going insane. I can't wrap my head around this. I just want to come here and scream for like 20 minutes. We're so back. We're so back. I don't even know what more to say. This is peak. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, check me out on Twitch. Yeah. Commence the Holy Grail War.